Yeah, I'd like to speak to the vet, please. Well, I'm a little worried about my cat because he's overeating, and I'm not sure what's causing it. Yeah, he's still addicted to catnip. Oh, you think it might be the munchies? Oh, I didn't think about that. No, I didn't. Okay. Well, that helps a lot. I think we just need to solve the catnip problem, and then we solve the overeating. Okay, no, that's great. No, I got to go though. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time. Okay, bye-bye. What's up, deckheads? How goes it? Happy Thursday to you guys. Super excited to be here. Really excited yesterday is over with. Holy shit. We're doing it. It's a Thursday. This is Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. This is episode 33. Crazy. Episode 33. Super fun show planned for you today. Lots of, no porn. I promise, no porn. Although I do have a story about a penis, so we're going to have to deal with it. Lot of fun though. Check this out. This is what I got for you today on the show. We're going to talk, Vince retired. I know you heard about that, Vince Carter. So we'll talk a little bit about that. I've got a ton of baseball information for you now that they kind of know what they're going to do with the schedule. We'll talk about this pool baby. We'll talk about a man and his penis and a leech. I've got film session for you. And then in hour number 2, joining me on Barry on Deck today, a fabulously talented artist who also is a hell of a creator when it comes to sneakers and custom kicks. Abigail Dillon is joining me. Super excited about this. I know Abigail, we went to high school together, and we just ended up following each other on Instagram again. I saw her work. I had some custom kicks made. I started seeing her artwork, and I thought, wow, I always stick with the same, right? Like I always end up having a comedian or a sports person. And I was like, I really want to branch out. I want to diversify my portfolio. I want to have more artists and creators on here. So Abigail was nice enough to say yes. So we're doing it. We're doing it. And no, there will be no questions about high school. We're moving on. We're grown folk now. We're not going to talk about it. We're going to talk about grown folk stuff. All right. Because then she'll tell you all the dirt about me as a kid. And I don't want that. Let's see who's in the chat. I got to say what's up to my chat folk first. Fidel Limon is in. Now, Fidel wasn't first. I believe Josh Quartz was first, if I'm not mistaken. But I did see Abigail was in the damn chat already. That's what I love. The guests will hop in the chat and mix it up with y'all. That's so cool. Jimmy John is here. Uriel Villanueva is here. Earlier, I saw William Resendez was already in the chat, so I wanted to shout him out. Chris Householder is here. Brandon Martinez. Brandon, look, bro, ask Abigail about those custom kicks, man, because she'll do them for you, and they are dope. Look, I wore mine today, by the way, just because, I'm cool like that. These are the ones that she created for me, my Astros custom kicks. Another day, another me putting my leg in the air. PayPal Pete Sandoval, what's up? Demetrius, my dude, how's it going? Cowboy fam is in the building. BCH 420. Donna, sweetie, how are you? Jimmy John is here. I didn't think he was going to make it. That's good. Luis, one of the chat moderators, is in. Luis Zelaya and Jeremy Benniger both do a fantastic job. Who else? G-Man, what's up, dude? Walt, my partner in crime on the War Zones. I don't think I say that right. Total Dallas is here. Still love you, Total Dallas, even though you're totally Dallas. Santos, what's up, buddy? Jen, hi, sweetie. Thank you for the help. Steve-O, what's up, Hugh? How are you, buddy? Hope everything works out on the testing, man. Don't be getting that Rona. All right? Don't get nervous. You got this. It's okay. What's up, Alex? Where else? What else? Hip Hop Hercules. Oh shit, Hip Hop Hercules in the building. Keith Sager, Richard Vales, Virginia Buttonweed. The list goes on. If I missed you, I apologize. Justin Swinford, I saw you. Jaime Moore, Chris Reyes, Chris Davis. Damn, everybody's in. I love it. I know I missed a super chat from, there it is, Patrick Randall. Early on. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. And you're too kind. But he said, I feel really sorry for the MFer that only logged in to give a thumbs down. It's going to be ugly when I see them in person. I don't know who that is. I'm not even going to discuss what happened yesterday. I know that you guys, and thank you again, Patrick Randall, for the super chat. What's up, Crystal? Don't worry, you're never late. As long as you're here, you guys, you're never late. What's up, Dr. Dre on 290? Samantha, what's up? What's up? What's up? Robert Likes Beer is here. What's up, Jimmy Juice? How goes it, man? Christopher Adams. Steve-O, what's up, buddy? Thank you. He said, yo, trying to relax before the test. Clean shirt. Thank you. It looks red, I think, on the camera, but this is actually like a super bright orange. But yeah, homie, just chill. You got this, You're good, all right? Dandy Dan, what's up, dude? I come into Barry lifting up his leg for the chat like usual. I mean, I could have showed you. I didn't show my taint, so that's good. Yeah, I'm not going to discuss yesterday. I don't even want to get into it. All right. I don't want to get upset. Y'all know I've been trying to keep this shit positive since day one. Okay. And that's what we're going to do. We are going to remain positive. Fuck the haters. We're just going to be positive. What's up, M Brooks 636? What's up, Barry? Listening while I work at Katie. Thank you, homie. Thank you for being here. Does Oliver like weed? No, he loves catnip, bro. He's addicted. He mainlines that shit. He'll cook it down and then he'll intravenously, and then he goes into a catatonic state. Okay, I hate me too. That was fucking awful. Alex wants to, yeah, no, I'm with you, Aaron. What's up, homie? What's up, Mr. Sanchez? How are you? Alex said put the shoes up again. Do you want to just see? I can do this. Look how old I am. This is how you know you're old. You ever watched old people put their shoes on? Used to when you were a young buck, you would go down to the shoe, right? That looks like I'm blowing something right there, doesn't it? That looks like I'm doing something, like I'm trying to Marilyn Manson myself. But when you were young, like I'm 46 now. When I was young, when I was 45. You go down and you tie your shoe. This is how old people tie their shoe now. They grab the leg and they lift it. And then they tie the shoe. That's what old people do now. Because we're too fucking old. But here, look, I'll just take the damn shoe off. This was the custom shoe that Abigail, who's my guest today, made for me. We collabed on it. We put it together. It's dope as hell. She really made me get the laces. I wasn't going to do the laces. But she insisted on it, and it makes the light blue in the back pop. And she's just so damn talented and creative, and I love it. So I was going to actually do these as a pre-order. Her and I talked about it. We were going to do 50, and we'll get into that later. But then I was worried about trying to keep up with the shit. And I was like, nah, girl, this is too much work for me. If something goes wrong, and it's just... So we said no. But I will encourage you guys, if you want some customs, hit her up. Now, what is this? Luis Zelaya said, holy shit, that's how I've been tying my shoes for a couple years now. I'm old. Yeah, Luis, I hate to break this to you, bro, but there's only two types of people that tie their shoe by lifting their leg up. And I don't take this, buddy, the wrong way, because you know I love you. But you're either old or big. That's really the only two times. Now, Maybe you just you and Oliver need to go on a diet, Luis. I don't know. But do they make those for men? Oh, you dirty bastard, Danny. You dirty sons of bitches. Don't you talk shit about my shoes, Danny. Speaking of swag, I showed you guys the Barry on Deck mug that I had made. Right? I had one made. And then I had a second one made because you can't just have one. And I was so pumped yesterday because I thought, well, finally, something good. And I tagged, by the way, full disclosure, yesterday was rough. And I got this mug in the mail. And I thought, well, this will make things fun and exciting. And at least I'll have this mug to drink out of, a second one. And what I didn't realize is I thought I had ordered this from 24-hour wristbands. Apparently, though, I ordered this from IKEA, and I'm responsible for putting the mug together. I had no idea about that. That was the second mug I ordered. It came. It's here. Okay. I do want to apologize to 24-hour wristbands. I threw them under the bus yesterday because that's where I thought I ordered it from. Turns out it was Teespring that I ordered the mug from. And they're the ones that, either them or the post office are the ones that screwed it up. So, it's all good. I still got this one. I don't, after this, I don't think I'm going to be doing mugs. Hell, I'm even worried about doing shot glasses now. I'm worried about shipping these hoes and them breaking. That's why I backed out of doing these shoes with Abigail, because I'm like, I don't need that nightmare. Jaime said, Barry, those legs are going to get stuck one day. Nora's going to come in and find you stuck. God, I hope not, bro. Andy Huggins in the building. Does Abigail Dillon make house slippers? Andy. Typical Andy. John Parker, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He said, will this super chat get a shout out? Barry went by the $1.99 one. I guess he's getting too big time. Shout outs went up to $4.99. Did I go? No! What'd I miss? Damn it. Had to get my super chat to get a shout out. Sad day. What? No! Listen, all right, here we go. I'm going to show you guys my screen, and you don't even, look. This is what I'm dealing with right here. I'm going to share this with you. All right, fuck this. We're doing this. I'm just going to show you my screen so that you see what I'm dealing with here. Where'd it go? Nope, we're doing this. I don't care. I was talking to John Westling, and I was like, man, it's crazy. Because I miss super chats and I feel bad. And he was like, bro, just show them what you're doing. Just show them how what you're working, like the way you have to, all the stuff you have going on. I was like, I don't know, man. Okay, we're gonna. Where is it? Is this it? Nope, that wasn't it. This is what happens when you do it live and on the fly. Video monitor. Nope. Okay, I don't see it now. There we go. Live demo mode. Yeah. I hope this doesn't kill the damn stream. Oh yeah, it does. It says live demo. This is what my screen looks like. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Can you see the whole? Are you getting the whole picture here or no? Nope, it's not showing the whole picture. I thought it would show you the whole thing. That's okay. We're going to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to. I'm going to upload. I'm going to upload a picture. You guys can see all the shit. I've got chat. I've got my rundown. I've got the video. I've got the scenes. I've got make sure the damn mic is on. I promise you guys. I don't want to miss any of the super chats. I promise you that. So I'm gonna get this for you. We're gonna do this because I don't want you guys thinking that I'm just a hater, okay? Or a whore. I don't want you guys thinking I'm a whore either. That's not. I'm not a whore. I promise you that. So I'm literally taking the time during this show to send this just so that you guys know what's going on here. Man, I don't care. This is where we're at now. Barry is an Apple fanboy. Windows baby. What's wrong with Apple? Yeah, I'm Apple and then I'm Samsung. I have my Samsung phone. But yeah, I work on a MacBook Pro. What do you want me to do? I don't know. Crazy stuff. I'm surprised the computer has not overheated. Yeah, there's a lot of shit here. Okay, listen, we have so much to get to. That was the only really show note that I wanted to discuss as I pull up my here we go. Okay, let's do this. Download that picture. Show it. I'm just going to show you guys. I don't care. This is awful right now. People are tuning in and going, what the fuck is happening? This is what my screen looks like when I'm working. Do you see? So I've got the light. You see that big circle? That's the light over there. That's my big light. That's a picture of me taking a picture of me. Then you've got the scenes on the left. Those are the overlays. So like if I want to put this picture up and take it down, I use that first top left box. The second one is the scene. So when I go to film session, that second box is the scenes. Right above the camera, that's the microphone. To the right is the chat. Below that is the episode of Barry on Deck that I'm currently working with. Below the actual video you see there, that box is all of the show content that I have to create every single day. So, yeah, that's what That's what we're doing. That's what I do literally on a daily basis. Now, John Parker said another one that said, shot time. Fuck. All right. I should just leave that up. That should just be the whole screen. Nah, I wouldn't do that to you guys. That would really suck. All right, so it is shot time? Okay. I can do a shot. I appreciate you, John Parker. And I know, I'm messing with you. I know you're messing with me. I love you, buddy. You've been super supportive. But I'm really trying to get rid of this proper number 12. So, shot time. Cheers to you guys. Thank you all for the support. I love you so much. Oh, my God. I don't know. Oh, God damn it. Why did it hit me like that? Oh, shit. Okay. I don't know why it hit me so rough like that. Eric Resendez with the super chat. Thank you, buddy. Text to speech so it reads the super chat, Barry. I do need to, I'm telling you guys, I think there's a way that you can play a sound. I need to figure that out. I know, John. But you know what, John? I really did have this conversation with John Wesley, Mr. Parker, because I was like, I feel awful when that happens. And he was like, well, show the people what you got going on. You're a one-man show. So I need to figure that out. What I really need more than anything is just like a producer in my ear that goes, super chat. Super chat. And then I can be like, okay, cool. Like on Twitch, they do it for you. It's automatic. They just show you automatically. Brady Gary said, everyone hates on my proper. It was okay at first. It's getting ripe for some reason. I don't know, dude. It's not my crown, that's for sure. Okay. Let's talk a little. Hold on. We got a super chat from BZH420. Take another shot to get rid of proper number 12. Do you want me to do the proper number 12 again? Or do I do the Jameson? I'll do the Jameson. That's much better than the proper number 12 anyways. Oh my God, that's so much better. How is that even possible? What's up, Drew? What up, homie? We're just about to get into some sports. You're just in time. Yeah, Jorge, I do have the old Humble Distillery stuff that I don't know about shooting that, though. I like sipping it more. All right, did you guys hear about Vince Carter? Oh, yes, Tiffany, we're getting litty. We're about to talk some sports. So, Vince finally calls it. He has finally decided to, and I say finally, I don't want to run the dude off. I'm not trying to get rid of him. But Vince Carter has officially said that he is retiring. He's made it official. And I say props to him for an outstanding career. Listen, I'm sure you listened to radio today and everyone debated, is Vince Carter a Hall of Famer or not? Yes, he's a fucking Hall of Famer. Stop the discussion. It's a ridiculous discussion. 9 times he's the 9th all-time in scoring in history. Rookie of the year, averaged almost 17 a game, played for 8 different teams, won the 2000 Slam Dunk Contest. Also, the dude's longevity alone should get him in the Hall. He has played in 4 different decades. That's wild. So I say props to Vince Carter. Thank you for the entertainment. Was he the GOAT? No, but he was fun. He was exciting to watch. And he was good for the game. At one point, man, Vince sanity was going crazy. So props to Vince Carter, Hall of Famer. It's no discussion. You don't need to eat up 3 segments on the radio doing it. What's up, Rico Supreme? Thank you for checking in, my friend. Okay, Hugh, let us know when you get the test results so we can avoid you or not. Thank you for getting tested, though, and wearing a mask. Chance said Vince Carter's knee should be in the Hall of Fame. Man, that's fact. That is 100% fact. Them knees held up real well. Chris Davis, which, by the way, if you're going to talk basketball with any of the deckheads, I highly recommend you talk with Chris Davis. Chris knows his shit. I support Chris Davis in his best. We don't always agree. Sometimes I think he's a fucking idiot. But Chris Davis is a good, if you're looking for if you're a basketball lover and you're looking to talk basketball, talk with it. Talk with Chris. He said one of the few players to score 25,000 points, 5,000 rebounds, 4,000 assists, and made 300 threes. Yeah. Enough said. The fact that there would even be a debate. BZH420, he teabagged that dude in the Olympics. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There's so many reasons to like Vince Carter. He's one of those dudes that's just likable. No matter what. White Magic, too bad he's trash. Here we go. Now, these two are going to argue basketball while we move on to baseball because That's enough Vince Carter talk on Barry on Deck. If you don't know, if you haven't heard, if you've been living under a rock or wherever you people that don't pay attention live, MLB is back. And not only are they back, but they're figuring out how they're going to do this. The games are, players are reporting July 1. July 23rd or 24th is opening day. They're going to have their 60-game season, which will end on September 27th. But the way that they're doing this is regionally. So what that means is everybody in the AL and NL Central are going to stay in the AL and NL Central. So teams in the Central won't be playing the West. Teams in the West won't be playing the East. They're keeping it regionalized as best as possible, which on paper sounds great until you realize that the Houston Astros are in the AL West. So a team in the middle of the country has nothing but teams on the West Coast, outside of the Rangers, obviously, but they're both in the same boat. But you got 3 teams on the West Coast, and the Anaheim Angels, or the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, Seattle Mariners, and Oakland Athletics, and then you got 2 teams that reside smack dab in the middle of the country. But they're going to play each other, and then they're going to play teams from the NL Central. In fact, I have a schedule for you. This is what the Astros games could look like. You'll see for sure 10 games against the division opponents. So Angels, Athletics, Mariners, and Rangers. The Astros will play them all 10 times. And then what you'll probably see is they'll play the Dodgers, Padres, Giants, Rockies, and Diamondbacks 4 times each, because those are the NL West teams versus the AL West teams for the Astros. The Astros should be in the Central. They're in the West. It's stupid, but this is where they're at right now. So if your favorite team, I think Justin Kelm is a Pittsburgh Pirates fan, Pirates will play the NL East and the AL East. So sucks for them because they get to play the Yankees. At first glance, you look at this and go, oh, that doesn't look like a murderer's row. But I tell you what, you got 2 teams that you're going to play 14 of your 60 games against 2 really tough teams in the A's and the Dodgers. In fact, if you don't believe me, just look at the updated World Series odds. Okay? Dodgers are your favorite right now to win the World Series at a plus 375. Yankees are second at a plus. Now this is for the game, the 60 game season. So Yankees second at a plus 450. Astros are third at a plus 1200. But take a look there at who is sixth, who has the 6th best odds of making the World Series. Yeah, the Oakland Athletics. So if you're the Astros, you've got 2 teams in your region. 2 of the top 6 teams in your region that you've got to play and try to beat in order to make the playoffs and get to the World Series. So not an easy row. Yankees don't have it easy either, obviously. They've got the Mets and then they've got the Rays as well. And it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out for baseball. I kind of like that they're doing it. And baseball has been so old. And baseball has been so traditional, and they won't break outside of their little, well, this is just always how it's been, okay? And they're like, nah, fuck it. We're going to do it different, all right? Universal DH, sure. Man, runner on second and extra innings, okay. 60 games, central, sticking to a region, cool. Let's do all that. And I like that. I do. This one was kind of weird, though. Check this out. What they're also suggesting is that they're going to have a player pool. Yeah, a player pool. So Jason Stark tweeted out, he said, here's something that I hadn't heard before. The MLB has been talking with Nashville about having 2 teams of unsigned players available to replace players that are on the current rosters if they get the COVID. Those would serve as that emergency pool. Each player would make $400 a week. Really? That's the best you could do, baseball? Pay these cats $400 a week. That's crazy. Shit, I make more in super chats from you guys. I don't, but that's close. Shit. That's not good. They need to pay them more. It says MLB teams would have to pay a fee to Nashville to sign one of the players. So it's kind of like when you have a minor league team and you call them up or you buy out their contract or whatever. So as these baseball teams would try to fill spots using these players in Nashville, they would have to pay them to use their players. It's weird. It's a different wrinkle. what I don't understand is just let these teams have their own pool of players. Like send 5 guys that they would want to Nashville if that's where you want to do it at, and let every team send their players, and they would, play intramural games or whatever the hell you'd want to call it, and let's let them be ready to be called up by the team that they are currently under contract to the minors for. That would make sense. Maybe they're worried about exposure or whatever else. I have no idea. But that just seemed like a weird, of all the stuff that baseball is trying to do, that was kind of a weird wrinkle. But that's your baseball update. It's real, guys. It's legitimate. Like, baseball is legit going to happen. This isn't just some pie in the sky. Oh, I hope it happens. Nope, it's happening. Hey, what's up, Drew? I missed you, buddy, in the chats. What's up, man? Is this another shot? No, that's got to be the same shot, right? From BZH420, his super chat. Is that what that was? I don't know if I don't remember. Well, just to be safe. This is for you, BZH420. Fuck it. Now I think I'm just looking for excuses to drink whiskey and take shots. I want to make sure I didn't miss. Oh, it was the same one? Well, fuck! I just drank for no reason. I'm going to be an alcoholic. All right. What's up, Underrated Mass? Thanks for checking in, homie. All good. Driving to I thought at first it said you were driving to Mexico. I was driving to New Mexico. Missed it. Just wanted to show love. Shake them haters off. Hashtag deckheads. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you being here. Donna says making sense is not under MLB guidelines. No shit, right, Donna? They're weird. They need to get their shit together. They need to figure out what's going on. And if you need to figure out what's going on for dinner, what? Guys, go check out Dan's Seafood and Wings. They support the show. David too and the crew are deckheads, and they wanted to make sure that they got in and supported the show, and I love them for it, and you should support them as well. They have 2 locations, actually. I was going to say they are located at. They're located in 2 different spots in the city of Houston. They're on the southwest side, over off South Gessner at 3991 South Gessner. Or in the northeast, you can go on Uvalde Street, 18 Uvalde, and you can find Dan's Seafood and Wings. And guys, they are known for their boiled spicy shrimp, their New Orleans barbecued shrimp, their grilled platters, their lo mein. The wife and I are going this weekend. Now, I've been to Crab Kings, which is also under the Dan's Seafood umbrella, under David too. But I'm going to try Dan's, and I encourage you guys to find one close to you of the 2 and go try it. You know how sometimes it's difficult to find good seafood. Sometimes it's difficult to find a good restaurant that can make good shrimp. I know that seems simple. It's not. Dan's Seafood and Wings is known for some of the best and most creative dishes in the city of Houston. Asian, Latin, Cajun-inspired foods, all right there, plus their wings. Make sure you go check them out. They've been in business since 2015, supporting the Houston community. It's real simple to find them. Eatatdans.com. Go log on to the website. Check them out. Dan's Seafood and Wings, where family and friends get together and spend quality time with great food. Make sure you support them. And while you're online checking out Dan's Seafood and Wings, make sure you also go over to NFLDraftLounge.com. Brian, you know him as Stalker Brian. Stalker Brian, former suspect, current deckhead, lover of people, stalker of many, but he also is a great dude. He's a funny dude, and he's got a couple of really badass networks. He's got the ISN network, which NFL Draft Lounge supplies all of the draft coverage for all of the blogs across the Infinity Sports Network. But everything draft related, it's right there at NFLDraftLounge.com. Guys, it's about to start ramping up again. So I would go ahead and go to NFLDraftLounge.com, put that in your bookmarks, save that in your browser. That way you can keep up with the draft side of the upcoming NFL season. They've got a podcast in case you're behind. Everything you want and need, get your NFL fix right now. Go visit them, NFLDraftLounge.com. Support a fellow deckhead in the process. Okay. I feel like there it is. I thought I saw a super chat. Joshua Watts, thank you, buddy. You are very kind, my friend. He said, that's for taking the shot. Oh, God, you see. I love you. I'll do another one just because. I'm really starting to. Thank you for coming, Underrated Mess. He said, peace. Hit that thumbs up, bitches. Sorry, it's the IPAs. Hey, look. Speaking of Stalker Brian, he's right there. This sounds like a great website. It really is, dude. You've done a fantastic job, my friend. You don't get enough credit. I'm glad you're here. You have a kick-ass website. Keep it up. Keep doing what you do. Okay. Rico Supreme knows you? Wow, this is like, are you guys gonna fuck in the chat? This is cool. Look, the whole chat's like, this sounds like a great, is that Stalker Brian? What's up, baby? Hadn't seen you in years. Okay. No, I'm not, Matt. Matt, I'm already getting tipsy. Oh, fuck. Come on, Hugh. Y'all are assholes. Thank you for the super chat, Steve-O. That's that one got me. That's 4. No more. I'm not doing it. Don't send it. That's it. Not happening. Oh, I needed a chaser on that one. All right. Let's talk some penis. What? That's a bad transition. I've never been known for my transitions in this business. Let's be real. But let's talk a little penis, shall we? Raise your hands if you've ever had one of these guys stuck in your penis. Huh? Who's with me? Who's Crystal calling us and let's talk penis. She's like, yes! Tiffany, yes! Raise your hand if you have ever had a leech stuck in your penis. Whose hands up? Let me see it, chat. Apparently, a man in Cambodia went swimming. And while swimming, a leech, excuse me, this hurts so bad. A leech climbed, the article says swam up his urethra. Urethra. Okay. The whiskey's definitely kicked in. Swam up his urethra and into his bladder. How do you not know this? So this man started hurting. He was like, it would go pee. Well, no shit, you got a leech in your bladder. And he said it hurt. How do you not know? I feel like, and this is just me spitballing here, but I feel like if something climbed into my dick hole, I would know it. I've never had anything actually go in my dick hole, but I feel like if it did, I'd be like, uh-oh. You know, even if you're just out, you're in the lake or the river, and you're like, this is so great. Oh, hold on. I feel like something's climbing in my dick hole right now. I need to get out and see what this is. How do you not know that? How did you not immediately swim to the shore and be like, yo, something just crawled in my dick hole. Someone get me to the emergency room. How do you wait days? Here's the crazy part. The leech, this little nasty little bloodsucker, got into his bladder and drank so much blood that it swelled up so they just couldn't get it out. It got bigger than his dick hole. They had to go in and cut. Fuck! What? What? That's awful. I'm trying to look. It says not only that it had injured part of the man's groin. Oh, no, sorry. Part of the man's organs with its teeth. I didn't know leeches had teeth. I thought, oh, see now, Virginia Buttonweed. I don't know how old he is, but he seems like an old man online. Does anybody ever do that? Like, you don't know any, you never met somebody, but you communicate with them online. You're like, that guy's 60. That guy's 60, and he definitely likes to knit. I don't know. I'm not saying Virginia Buttonweed likes to knit. I'm just saying that I feel like he's my age or older. But Virginia Buttonweed said, anyone remember the Seinfeld when Kramer had a kidney stone? I don't. But he also said, where'd it go? Catheters are terrible. I can honestly say I've never had a catheter inserted in me. Thank God. I think I would pass out. I think I would. Can they put you under? I need to ask my nurse wife that. Because I would like to know, could you just please put me out like I'm getting major surgery to shove something in my dick hole? I don't feel like that would be a pleasant thing. Virginia Buttonweed, I'm 41 years old, you fuck. My bad. I'm older than you. Okay. Well, you chat like you're old, bro. On the Discord, you chat like you're old. Wait, Chris Davis said, nope, they won't. You do this? You've had one, Chris? Ooh. Man, y'all are brave. Damn. That's nasty. William Resenda says, what's really the worst is a chest tube. I've never had a chest tube either, William. But if you made me choose, if you were like, all right, if this was like the body part shoved something in their matrix, and you were like, red pill, blue pill, dick hole or chest? I'm going chest. Give me the chest tube. You want to put something in my dick hole or put something in my chest? I'm chest. I'm team chest. Crazy. No, I don't need anything, much less a nasty ass leech. That's insane. That's insane. That's crazy talk. Okay, one more thing on the entertainment front. Oh shit, Steve-O with the super chat. He said, no more D and Leech talk. Shut up. Okay, no. Hi, I told you. Hugh, I told you. I'm not doing any more. See, you already have me buzzed. Hugh, I'm not doing any more shots, bro. Love you to death. Hope you're healthy. Here's to not have anything shoved in your dick hole. I have an hour and a half to get through. I've had 4 shots. Well, they're not full shots. No, Tiffany. I'm getting buzzed already, guys. I don't give a shit, Hugh. It's not happening. At some point, I'm not going to cave to your $2 peer pressure. Okay? I have to be a man and stand on my conviction. But $2 is $2. So we'll just... It was a small one. It wasn't a big one, but damn it. Oh, kiss my ass, guys. Y'all, I swear. Yeah, $2 peer pressure, Christopher Adams. That's what I'm dealing with here. Okay, one more thing I wanted to get to while I still have my faculties about me. Abigail, I hope you're watching because you're going to have to carry the second hour. I'm already losing it. This occurred on the internet, and it has people... Now, this is not our film session, by the way. But this has people losing their fucking minds. Watch this video of this lady throwing this baby in the pool, and then let's discuss it for a second, chat. Can we do that? Look. What? Wait a second. Did you guys hear what I heard? Listen to that for a second. So, we'll talk about the baby sounding like poop that goes in the toilet, bloop bloop, in a second. We'll talk about that. Hugh, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. Goddamn, you are so generous, man. Love you to death, buddy. Thank you so much. We'll talk about the baby sounding like poop in a second, but right here, listen. Oliver? What? Greatest baby name ever. Bar none, that is the greatest baby. I don't give a shit if that baby can't swim when he gets older. His name's Oliver. That's the greatest baby ever. Okay? But this has people upset. People are pissed about this. What? They're mad about this. They're mad about a baby just being bloop bloop. Plopped in the pool like baby poop. It makes the splash sound. You know you've had those. You know you've had one where it's like bloop bloop. And you're like, wow, that was a very distinct sound. It sounded like this baby going in the water. Now, this has people upset. People were losing their shit. How could you do that to that baby? What the fuck are you talking about? Do you... See, I got to make sure that the Jameson and the proper number 12 don't have me say some shit that I will get canceled for. Do you ultra sensitive people understand what our parents did to us when we were kids? Our dads would be like, hey, 4-year-old Barry, want to go to the pool? Yeah, Dad, I'd love that. Cool. Put your swimsuit on. Okay, Dad. Walk, walk, walk. We're at the pool. Hey, Barry, I know you've never been in the water before, but hope you don't die. Splash. That's how we learned how to swim. They just threw us in the water. And look, I turned out okay. There's nothing wrong with me. I don't understand what the big deal is. Look, see, Brian, I don't see anything wrong with it. Totally understand. Jen, that's how it's done. Tiff, sink or swim. Man, fuck these sensitive ass people. There's these people. If you think that for 1 second that these people are just out here chunking babies in the water for no reason, you're out of your mind. That parent brought their kids to a professional and said, I want my kid to learn how to swim because, now let's think about this sensitive ass internet people. I want my baby to learn how to swim because we have a pool or we have neighbors with a pool. And if my kid falls in, I don't want them to drown and die. That's why you do this. The people that are so upset about this, you do understand that what they're doing right down to that baby could save that baby's life one day if it gets too close to the pool and falls in. You do understand that, right? So while you may think this baby is scarred, which, by the way, raise your hands in the chat if your dad just threw you in the fucking pool and watched you sink to the bottom and then bob your way up like a fishing bob. We're all okay. But the difference is those kids that are taking those classes and learning how to swim that way, if they ever go to a neighbor's pool and fall in accidentally, it's probably going to save their life. So shut the fuck up about it. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Chris, my uncle did that. Exactly. That's a class. I know, Jeremy, PayPal Pete. That's a class. I get it. That's the whole point. We all look. See, Matt, me, Chris, me. My dad threw me in the trash. Damn. John, that's a hoe. Listen, John, you need counseling. You don't need us. You need to go to see a counselor, bro. What sound does a baby make when you throw it in the trash, John? That was not appropriate. That was the whiskey question talking. Wait a second. Chan said my dad threw me off the boat in Lake Conroe? Okay, that's a little bit different, Chan. I feel like that was your dad saying he didn't want you anymore. I'm not trying to laugh at your situation, Chan, but there's a big difference, bro, between let's see how big this pool is. Let's see. There's a big difference between a pool that's maybe 10 feet across, where you can, if the baby sinks, you're like, there's the baby. Let's go get the baby. The baby obviously doesn't know how to surface. And then we all go get the baby and, we feel bad, but the baby's okay. As opposed to Chan's dad, who was like, fuck this kid, and threw him in the lake. If you would have sank, bro, they're not finding you, Chan. I think you need to have a talk with your dad. Tiffany said her parents threw her in Lake Livingston. Okay, now this is where the internet needs to come to Barry on Deck's chat and and be outraged. Be mad about people's parents throwing them in the lake. Pool, totally different. And yes, BZH420. I didn't want the alcohol to talk for me. But let's be real. Who didn't check out the instructor real fast? Huh? Come on, guys. Let's all be honest. Everybody was like, what are we working with there? Okay, well, good for her. She's teaching kids and staying fit. Oliver, great kid. I don't know what that is. But okay. Anyways, my message to the internet is chill the fuck out. The whole point of this is to save this baby's life later if it ever falls in a pool. So do yourself a favor. Shut the fuck up. All right. And this is what's so bad about this show. And on that note, let me tell you guys about Gooseworks. I'm sorry, Gustavo. You knew what you were signing up for when you advertised on this show. Guys, if you need screen printing work done and you have a high volume order, please call my guy Gustavo at Gooseworks. The dude does amazing work. If you bought one of the OG Barry on Deck t-shirts with Oliver on the sleeve, then you know the kind of quality work that you get from Gooseworks screen printing. It's easy to find them. Just go to gooseworksart.com. Not only can you sign up and get screen printing done, but they have some really badass t-shirts that you can buy from them. And Rock, if you're a Houstonite and you love representing Houston, they've got some really killer shirts. You may have seen me wore my Enron shirt or my Houston Nintendo 64 shirt. You'll love it. They've got shirts for large groups, whether you've got a staff, a team, anybody you need to get high volume printing for. Gooseworks Screens Printing Studio is your go-to. They did my stuff. They've done stuff for major corporations. They've done stuff for local artists like Bun B. They do quality work at a great price. Hit them up or call them 281-685-4076. 281-685-4076. Or just better yet, just go to gooseworksart.com. And while you're online, go ahead and follow them on Instagram at Gooseworks. They do good stuff, man. I'm telling you right now. Also, while I have you here, let me remind you, folks, Hemp Vita CBD is your source, your best source if you're a CBD user like myself. I use CBD gummies from Hemp Vita to help me fall asleep at night. I don't sleep well. I have a lot of stuff on my mind. I've got a show. I've got Warzone to compete against with kids. I got a lot of stuff going on. This Hemp Vita CBD gummies help me sleep. If you have things like inflammation, if you need pain relief, if you suffer from insomnia, anxiety, seizures, you just need to relax more. Have you tried CBD? If not, I would encourage you to give it a shot. It may not be for you, but most people that use CBD come back and tell me, dude, whatever was wrong with me, it helped. It may not cure it. It's not a cure, but it can certainly help you. Pain management, or like I said, with the inflammation, or just getting to sleep at night. Try some Hemp Vita CBD. They use cannabinoids organically grown in the U.S. All of their products are free of THC, so you don't have to worry about that. If you have to get drug tested, your CBD products shouldn't put you at risk. Hemp Vita does not put THC in their products. They're dedicated to providing you all natural wellness products at great prices with outstanding customer service to boot. Go log on right now, hempvitacbd.com. Use promo code DECKHEAD15. You're going to save 15% off your order. And the cool thing is they ship really fast. So hempvitacbd.com, Deckhead15 saves you some scratch and you support the show in the process. I saw Donna's super chat. She said, where did your Astro shirt come from? Let's see here. I'm trying to look at the label. That is 713 shirts. No, that's Fanatics. Is that Fanatics? I can't tell. I think it was from either 713 shirts or Fanatics. One of the two. Yeah, it's old school. It really is bright, though. I probably shouldn't have worn it. But I think I got it from... I'll go back and look, Donna, for you. Okay. You guys, wow, we only have 5 minutes to do this. So let's...
And now it's time for a film session.
Man, you guys have got to stop getting me drunk during the show. I mean, I'm not drunk, but... TJ! Film session, buddy. Okay. I've got two films for you. I almost downloaded another fight video, and then I'm not sure what happened yesterday, so I didn't do another fight video. Yeah, exactly, Sergio. I hope we don't get shut down. This one's gonna be a little less violent, okay? So here's our video. I forget who sent this to me, and I apologize. I should have wrote it down, but if you think you're having a bad day, if you think like me yesterday, all the stuff that happened to me yesterday, I could have just watched this video and felt much better about my life. Check this shit out. There's no sound, by the way, and that's okay. Okay. He's probably trying to move his boat. No big deal. Let me just guide this over here. I'm just going to rest this boat against the wall. Cool. That boat has come to a stop. Okay. Oh, the forklift. What? Okay. Well, I got the hey, where's my boat going? Okay, good. Whew. Vince caught the boat. Now I got nothing to worry about. The boat finally came to a rest. Holy shit! Bro, if you think you had a bad day, how much shit could go... How bad are you at this stuff? Crystal, you go straight to hell. This guy, yeah, Rico, this guy looks like me. If there was ever a video representation of my sex life, of not my sex life, but me in the bed, this would be it. Like if you were like, Barry, what's your lovemaking style like? I would be like, here, just watch this. So now, normally I would be like, uh-oh, this boat, I forgot to put the brakes on. I forgot to do that. No big deal. Now, no, here's what I want to remind you guys. This is one man versus two machines. That's what this comes down to. This is a boat and a forklift ganging up on a dude. The boat getting away, I kind of understand. But I'm with you, Rico. Put on the fucking brake on the damn forklift. That's got to be the easy part. The boat, I don't think is there a brake on, I don't own a boat. Is there a brake on trailers? I don't know. This is where OU Mike would come in handy. He's an expert with trailers. This is so sad because this dude's like really concerned about his boat. That's the thing. And he's like, I avoided any major damage by resting the boat against there. Oh shit, let me go grab this forklift. And his boat, while this guy's over here trying to now rescue, which by the way, look, it narrowly misses the boat. And the only reason it misses the boat is because the boat said, fuck it, I'm out. And it turned at the last second so that the forklift just misses it. And again, this guy's doing all of this for his boat. So now he's like, oh, fuck. The boat's getting away. The boat has decided to make a run for it. And now he's like, shit, props to the fence, by the way. That's a pretty stout fence that can take a boat going down a hill like that. Look at that. Now, you can see him pumping the brake in the forklift. I don't know if this guy knows how a fucking brake works. I'll tell you this, what I won't do, I'll never ride in a golf cart with this fucking idiot. He obviously doesn't know how to work the brakes. You ever play golf with that dickhead that never puts the brake on? He just lets the shit roll down the hill wherever you're at? That's this fucking guy. So he thinks he's in the clear, right? Excuse me, that was a whiskey burp. He thinks he's in the clear. He goes down to the boat. He checks it. He's like, okay, little minor damage, no problem. By the way, what did we learn about a fight, guys? Never turn your back on your opponent. I already talked about this. This guy is, not only is he fighting this boat, he also has to fight the forklift. And we already said you never turn your back on your opponent, but he did. He turned his back on the forklift and slam! Fuck the boat up. All that for nothing, because eventually it crashes into the boat anyways. And I'm sure he's got fiberglass damage or whatever boats are made of. No, Roland, that's not what we talked about learning how to fight. No clam punches. That's not what we said. Never turn your back on your opponent and keep your hands up. That was the two things. Don't get us banned. Jorge Franco said forklift brakes are out. He pulled the lever down. What? I don't know what that means. Adam Keithley, what's up, Adam? He said, I moved to Bowling Green, Kentucky, but still listening to Barry on Deck and spreading the word. My guy, thank you so much. All of you guys are amazing. All of your support has been phenomenal. And I love each and every one of you for it so very much. That said, I'm hanging in there. I haven't completely lost it because you alcoholics are trying to convert me into one of you. But it's 2:55. My eyes are a little glazy. Bro, did you see how much whiskey I drank? I'm trying to hold it together, BZH420. Okay, it's 2:55, it's 2:56 now. Let's get to a break. Let's bring in my guest, Abigail Dillon. We're going to have a fantastic time. She's an amazing artist, and here's what I've done. I went and got some of her work to display for you guys during the break. So the first 2.5 minutes of this, all the artwork you're about to see once we get past the sponsor slides is all artwork that Abigail has done. It's artwork, and then it's some of the custom shoes she's done, including the ones that I had made. So check that out. Give us 5 minutes, and then I'll be back with my guest, Abigail Dillon, and we'll have a fancy old good time. I appreciate you guys. Hey, go grab a friend for hour number 2 and come back. This is Barry on Deck. I'm Barry Laminack. We're back in 5 minutes. Do not go anywhere while we have this quick 5-minute break. Welcome back. Hour number 2 is upon us. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you for sticking around through the break. Joining me on the show now, I dare say, a dear friend. We go back to high school together. Lost track for years. Found each other on the interwebs. And here we are again. Welcome to Barry on Deck, Abigail Dillon. Abigail, how are you, sweetie?
I'm great. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's my honor to be here.
No, it is absolutely my honor. I'm going to try to make this.
You're right.
See, this is what I knew. Okay, I knew. I was like, she's going to be trouble. If I showed everybody your text messages.
Oh God.
What has life been like for you since last time I saw you, which was 1992?
I've been married now almost 18 years. I've got 2 kids, and I live in Minnesota.
Why?
Can you believe it?
Okay, there was an old bit. I don't know which comedian did it. But he was like, there's only 2 black people in Minnesota, Prince and Kirby Puckett. And now you've replaced, they're both dead. So you have you and your husband. Now there's 4 because you got 2 kids. Look at that.
Right. But we're out of here. We're leaving in about a month. We're about to relocate to Miami, and I'm out.
That's it?
Is out.
You're going from one extreme weather to the other, huh?
Yes. Yeah. Going back down to closer temperature to my Houston roots. So.
I was going to say, why not Houston? Why Miami? Is it work?
Yeah, for work. I think it'd be a better opportunity for art there, for my art and there. Yeah.
You know, how long did we know each other? We met in like what? I think 10th grade.
I was about 14, I think.
Yeah, I never knew you were an artist. Not one. I mean, you knew where I was a prolific rapper, but
I did know that. Yeah.
I told the story about me getting booed off the stage at Kokomo's. See, you ain't have to. You didn't have to laugh like that. I told people my rap name was Boom Boom, and I got booed off the stage at Kokomo's. Shut up!
Why would you tell them that Boom Boom?
It was so bad, girl. It was so bad. But I never knew you were an artist. How long have you been painting and drawing and creating?
My whole life. I think, first of all, we were poor. You remember we were poor?
Mm-hmm.
And so I never had the tools. I never had any professional tools, any, markers, paintings, paper, anything like that. So my outlet of choice were, I think at the time, nails. You remember I had nails done every day.
Man.
Every day was, so that's what
I gotta say, it's like right now, you gotta get your all 20 nails done. You gotta have your hands and your feet did. Back in the day, you were proud of your hands and your feet. You were just like, I'm not wearing my shoes. I did my toes. They're cute. I gotta show 'em. I remember that. I'd be like, this girl never has on no damn shoes. You're like, I
don't drive with shoes. They may mess up my toes. Come on now. Priorities, Barry.
So your nails were your artwork. That was your canvas.
I think so. Looking back, I think that's how I expressed my, artistic talent back then. And I ended up not going to college for that. And afterwards, it just wasn't for me. I don't work well in corporate environments. I don't play well with others very much. So this is just.
Let me translate what that means. She's mean as shit. No, I'm just messing with you. Abigail is the sweetest. She's a nut. She's crazy. But she don't take people's shit. And in corporate environment, you got to be able to play politically a little bit, right? And you're just
and
like,
I don't do that.
I don't do that. You don't put up with people's shit. And that's okay. But most artists don't function well anyways. That's why they're artists. They don't function well in a corporate environment.
No. So I tried it for a long time, but I just don't do well. So I had the amazing opportunity to stay home, and very blessed to be able to work from home. And I have a studio and to just work, and to just work from the heart and produce what I feel and say what I feel through my art. So, and I don't take that very lightly. So.
I'll never forget. I had randomly found you on Facebook. I don't even know how. I think we all do that at some point. You're like, I wonder whatever happened to. Like I
He
still,
was checking up on me, Bear.
I still remember. I still remember. You remember Steve, the black Muslim?
I remember you was a white Muslim. I'm gonna tell the truth, Barry.
Look, Frank Ruiz had the question. He said, "What was Abigail's thoughts on Barry's high top fade?"
I used to love it, but he never used to let me touch it. I used to. It was perfect. It was perfect
look.
at all times.
We both had a
I loved
rule.
it.
I couldn't touch a black woman's hair. You couldn't touch this white dude's hair. That was the rules.
And we consider that fair. It was fair.
Equal.
But what I need you to tell me, since we're talking about high school, Barry, I need you to set the record straight once and for all.
Okay.
Okay, because my husband doesn't believe me. Nobody believes me.
Okay.
Who was the best dancer in high school?
Me.
Barry, come on. I'm about to hang up. Barry.
What?
Okay, let's do it like this.
Are we gonna do based on sex? Because
yes, let's do it. Who's the best
I was on you. You.
Hey,
Yeah. Listen, there was.
I still got it.
I don't. I am the whitest dancer you have ever seen now.
I wouldn't say that, Barry.
No, I remember because we used to go to Kokomo's, and I used to I was never afraid. I was literally be the only white dude in this club. I was pretty much the only white dude most places I went.
Most places. Mm-hmm.
But I was never afraid to dance, and now I can't even do the Carlton right. Which is in the DNA, really. It's in the DNA. It should be. I can't even do that right. I found an old picture of me on the step team, and people were like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." They don't. Most people really don't believe when I say no. Like I was, like I was the token white kid before token white kids were cool. I remember getting so much shit for the stuff that I did. I remember remember Utopia Club?
Yes.
I remember
Utopia.
I remember joining the Utopia Club, and the first day I walked in, they were like, "Hey, this ain't Spanish Club, motherfucker. Get out of here." All black people. And I was like,
it's not the chess club. Go.
But, and it was so cool, though, to understand, to like, I don't know what, I remember starting to make friends with people that people didn't expect me to make friends with. And a lot of that had to do with Dante. I mean, you remember Dante, rest his soul.
Oh, my God, my heart, yes.
Yeah. And that had a lot to do with it because he lived with us. And but I just remember not thinking that it wasn't weird. And I think everybody else did. And now I love it because you see it all the time and everything. But back then, man, it was so cliquish, right? Like you had the table full of white people, the jocks, which was black and white-ish. And then you had the black table, the Hispanic table, the Asian table, Jersey Village.
The ropers.
The ropers! Totally forgot about the rednecks. They were called ropers.
That's bad. Yep.
It was when you look back, it was very segregated in a way.
Yeah,
the way everybody.
That was one of the first years that they had integrated the school. So it was very segregated. And
I remember, like, do you remember the last day of school, or the year we graduated?
See, I want you to tell the story, Barry. We walked to the school, and what happened?
This is how, so, we were, for all intents and purposes, we're in the suburbs. Jersey Village is a suburb of Houston. Yeah. You figure nothing happens crazy in the suburbs. And I remember I pulled up in my Oldsmobile Omega to school. That's right. Shut up. I pulled up.
We was rolling, Barry. We was rolling now.
I pulled up and I'm mortified because on the outside of Jersey Village, everywhere, the N-word, mud people go home. That one, I don't know why that one stuck with me so much, but that one bothered me a lot. But there was so many racial slurs and just ignorance on our school. On a school where we had different segregations, but we had a whole club devoted to racial tolerance and promoting racial unity. And
of all days,
that was the last thing you'll forget. That was literally our last day of school. And there was almost a race run.
The biggest day of our education, up to that point, the biggest day of our high school career.
So
it was ruined.
It really, I'll never forget it. And the last day of our high school should have been something great, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
And I remember, do you remember Wayman Tisdale?
Yes, of course.
Big head ass Wayman. Wayman comes up to me and goes, "Hey, some shit's about to go down."
And it did.
And what he basically meant, and let's just keep it 100 here. Basically, there was about to be a race war. And like, I think everybody was like, they had enough. And essentially, he would just walk down the hall and just see a white person just get punched in the face. That was it. And Wayman came to me and goes,
because you didn't know who was who. You didn't know who was
well,
who.
They knew they knew me. And so Wayman was like, stand behind me. Because Wayman was a big dude. He was like, just get behind me. We're going to walk to class. And it was wild. It was unbelievable. And it was so disheartening. It was so sad to see that.
It was a whole nother world. And a bright red spray paint. And they didn't say the N word. It was
there. No hate.
Yeah.
It was there. It was pure hate. And so that's why, and people wonder to this day why I'm so passionate about it now. I was looking at, in fact, I was on my Twitter last night, and I'm not the kind of guy that looks at my followers on Twitter and stuff all the time, but occasionally you glance at it. Shut up.
Oh.
I hate you so much. But I'm down almost 300 since around the end of May.
Yeah.
Since George Floyd was murdered. I'm down almost 300 followers because I've been vocal. And I love, people are like, you've changed. When you were on the radio, you weren't like this. And I'm like, motherfucker, you don't know me. I've been like this since 89, bro. You have when I tell people, I read the book To Kill a Mockingbird, it changed my life. It's what changed me. And so I don't think people understand that this isn't something new. This has been happening forever. And you've been really vocal. You've been going to rallies and you've been really involved. You've been doing it for a while now. What's the spark for you? What's the drive? I
have been socially and politically active for about 29 years now. At 17, I had the opportunity with an organization called Congressional Youth Leadership Scholars, had the opportunity to go to Washington and work on the floor of the Senate on the Brady bill back in 1991 or something like that. And that sparked it for me. You know, the idea that I could make a change and I could be involved and it did matter. And after that, man, the next year I was marching with Jesse Jackson, the Rainbow Coalition, and I've been writing letters, postcards, phone calls, petitions, anything you can think of, I've done for a host of topics. And right now my focus is my Black sons and my Black husband and keeping them safe. And not so much for me because, you know, I'm a badass, but keeping them safe.
Ain't nobody fucking with you. I'll tell you right now. If they knew you, they wouldn't. It is true though, and I tried to send this message when this went down, and we don't think about it as white people. Mm-hmm. We don't know what it's like to be Black in America. And you said something that I haven't really heard anyone else say yet, but you said you're marching and you're talking and you're being proactive, not for you, but for your kids. And that's, I think, what this is really at the end of the day. That's what this struggle is about. That's what these discussions are about. That's what the dialogue needs to be about. It's not for you and me or our parents or their parents, because I'm not going to say it's past saving. But we're in our 40s. But what we need to do is make this country a better, more tolerable place for our kids and our grandkids. And I love that you said that that's what you're fighting for. Because I think some people think, well, they're just fighting to. No, you're fighting for a future.
Yeah, we have to pass on something to them. We have to pass on something that was passed on better than what was passed on to us. Mm-hmm. And, you know, like I have a 15-year-old that is learning to drive. And with any parent, your son, you know, is getting behind the wheel for the first time. You have the regular fears. Is he going to crash? Is he going to cause harm? Is it, you know, the fears when your kids are learning to drive. And you add that to, you have a Black young man behind the wheel. You add the fear of the police pulling him over, the fear of him being profiled, the fear of him just getting pulled over and not coming home. I have a fear of my husband going to the store and not coming home. It's
a real
invasive,
thing.
it's oppressive, it's real, and it's every day.
And
it's not just me.
And I don't think that's the part where I think we fall short in our empathy as white people. And I mean, anybody that knows me, and I've tried to say this a million times, and people that don't want to hear it don't listen. And those are the ones that I lose as followers, and I'm okay with that. But they need to hear the message. And what I keep trying to say is, this is not about elevating one race over the other. This is not about saying black lives are more important than white lives. This is about recognizing that we have to do better and saying that black people matter to us just as much as white people do, that their life matters just as much. And that's the message that gets lost. It's not about the elevation of one race. It's about the equality of it.
This is what I use the analogy. If you have a ship and you have a sunken ship, we're not saying sink your ship so my ship can float. I'm saying, can we both float? That's all I'm saying. There's enough equality, there's enough love, there's enough money, there's enough justice, there's enough respect, there's enough humanity for everybody to get some. And if I'm being treated as an equal human, it doesn't take your shine away. It doesn't. And it's not just black people. I don't want to forget our indigenous brothers and sisters. I don't want to forget the Pacific Islanders. I don't want to forget, our Asian descendant people, the descendant of Asia, our Asian descendant people. Don't email me because I got it wrong.
You fucked it all up.
But I don't want to forget anyone along the way. But I think there's enough to go along. And at this point, that revolution bus, the revolution locomotive is pulled out the station, and at this point, either you get on or you get rolled over. So we're not asking anymore. It's here. Get on the bus or you're rolled over.
It's funny because there's some people that don't know. Like, we didn't grow up in the 60s. We don't know what it was like. We didn't grow up in the 50s and 40s. We didn't grow up in the 1800s. We didn't grow up in the 1700s. You and I are graduates in the 90s. We're 80s and 70s babies. But we did have that experience, which is why I brought it up. Because I think that a lot of people our age didn't see anything like that. A whole high school saw hate. And it has a significant impact on you. And it hopefully there are more than just the two of us that went to that high school and experienced that day that are out there fighting for justice and equality. Because, man, I'll never forget that day as long as I live. And it had nothing to do with me per se. They weren't spray painting the school because they hated me.
They hated me.
Yeah. And they hated my friends, and that's what bothered me the most. We need to talk about your artwork, though. By the way, people wanted to know. Somebody said, ask her to show us her shirt, Barry. We want to see your shirt. I think they just want to see your titties, but we want to see your shirt.
Good luck there, buddy. Black Lives Matter.
That's a great shirt.
Yeah.
That really is a cool shirt. I like I've seen like one design, but it just says Black Lives Matter. But did you design that, or is that one you got somewhere?
No, this is the official Black Lives Matter logo from the official Black Lives Matter organization. So
let's talk artwork.
Okay.
Because that's why I brought you on. I was telling the deckheads, I was like, look, I have on sports people, I have on radio people, I have on comedians. I don't have on a lot of artists, I don't have on a lot of creative types that don't do what I do. So I was like, because I'll be honest with you, I don't know how y'all make money. No, I don't need you to tell. No, listen, hold on. No. I had this conversation with my wife. I was like, Abigail's doing the show. She's an artist. And I was like, I really don't know how artists do it. She's like, well, that's why they call them starving artists. It's because until you sell something big, you're grinding it out. I was like, oh, so it's kind of like comics. Until you start to really get something, you're just basically doing it for the love of the art form, whatever it is.
Well, I will say, that's why I say I'm in a unique position in that I get to, my lights stay on whether I paint or don't paint, whether I sell something or I don't sell something. So I have, it really is a unique situation that I get to paint what I feel. I get to paint what I say. You know, I get to make a difference in what I say. I get to really, whether my work sells or not, I say what I mean. I say what needs to be said. And some artists, they don't have that luxury, and I feel for those artists because they have to. There's somebody that's painting the art in a hotel room. That's not what they want to do. I'm sure they want to, you know, say something else, do something else with their time, but because that's what sells, that's what they have to do. And I feel for those people, but to your point, yeah, you, like any other artist, you don't really get compensated for your creative time. You don't get compensated for, like, the painting that you have up now took months to do. There's
it's one of my favorites.
There's no way to really.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
It is absolutely amazing.
Thank you. And that one that's showing there, I painted that when I finished it in 2017 after the murder of Philando Castile here in Minnesota. And so I'll tell you a quick story. The tear that's on her face, I had used Barack Obama's tear as a reference to add that to her face. And of course, there's the police tape behind her, so you can tell it's a crime scene or that sort of thing. But I recently had the opportunity to meet Valerie Castile, Philando Castile's mother. And I was explaining to her the painting that I made. And I really made it for her because all of us were feeling this as mothers, as Black mothers. We were all feeling this for her. And how do we all say that to her, you know? And this is the best way I could say what I was feeling to her and what we were all feeling to her, for her. And she said to me, "Baby, that's not Obama's tear." She said, "That's Philando's tear." I was like, "Oh God," you know, it was so touching. And she said, "Yeah, that was the tear that he had when they shot him, one tear."
Unbelievable.
And it just, I still have chills. It gave me chills when she said it. And, you know, it just made me realize even more that through art, we're connected, and it's important.
And see, that's the thing, like for a comedian, every joke has a story, right? There's truth. Like you will relate to this more than most people, but I would do jokes about all my, like I said, growing up, I was the one white guy that thought he was black. And then you
didn't think you were black, Bear. Don't tell that. You did not think you're black. You knew you were white, but
but people don't relate to it. There was
a different story that was not being heard and not understood and not told.
Yeah.
You knew that.
But for the stage, I did have the hair. But for the stage, you have to make people laugh. You can't tell the truth on stage. Like in art, you can tell the truth.
Assimilation is not as funny though. So,
but I tell the story about how, like, my black friends were only with me because I was the only black kid with a car. Like
you had a car. Thank you.
It's the only reason everybody liked me. No, but I can tell my truth that way. But that's what I love about what you do is I have to bend my truth because it's maybe not funny. You don't have to compromise what you do. You don't have to compromise your truth, and you can create what you want to create. That's a beautiful thing. When you can just make art from the heart and not have to, like you said, no, you're not making hotel art. This is what you wanted to create. Here's the thing. I'm so ignorant when it comes to art because I've always wanted to draw. I'm a terrible drawer. But so I'm just like, where does this come from? Did you train? Or is this just God-given?
So I've never taken a formal art class. I was pre-med in college and ended up doing something else. And I know, flex, right? I didn't finish that. So
somebody's smart. Let me pick that. Oh, you just dropped that.
I ended up finishing something else, but the only art instruction that I've had is I went to a couple of those paint and drink classes in the neighborhood, you know, where you
where dudes take their dates to try to have sex. Yes.
But I didn't do that. So that was the only, but the point, but when I went there, the instructors were always like, are you professional? And I'm like, yeah. So there was really nothing to learn, but but no, I had no instruction. And as
That's
a matter of
amazing.
fact, I ended up buying a book just to learn what the different brushes do, or just what the different number pencils, number 2, number 5. I had no idea. So, but what I did know is what I needed to say. And my husband was very supportive, said, listen, why don't you just try this or try that? And he's always all in for whatever I want to try. And
Tell me about what's on the screen right now, because this is another amazing. And this is all like, I swear to you, Abigail, when I saw the first one I saw, let me put this one back up. But I'm trying to find the first one that I ever saw, and I legit thought this was a picture.
Oh yeah, that's one of the very first ones I did.
I legit thought this was a photo that you had taken of a woman. You painted that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Blows my mind. You're just absolutely unbelievable. But tell me the story about this photo, or this, I shouldn't say photo, this painting that you did.
Painting, yeah. Well, I couldn't sleep, and like most artists, when you have something in your mind, like it's gonna keep going and going until you can get it out. Like you ate a bad taco, you gotta get it out. At a truck station, bean burrito kind of thing.
Oh, you've been on the road as a comedian. I get it now.
Yes, kind of.
That's
like
the road life.
So that was in response to all of the turmoil happening with the Syrian refugees, and as a mother, I was laying in my bed and I was thinking to myself, tonight I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to wake up in the morning. I'm pretty sure that I will still have a house. I'm pretty sure I will not wake up and have been raped, or wake up and, my kids will still be safe. I will still have food. I won't have to journey to the next safe house, or I won't have to go to bed listening to bombs or bullets, or be concerned. I won't have to take shifts being on, watch and lookout. And I won't have to pack up and run at the drop of a dime and leave everything I've known and everything I have behind in just for the sake of being safe. We take that for granted here. Mm-hmm. And if that mother had to do that, me as a mother can't sleep. I can't do that. And I've always said, if you love your child, I have to love my child enough to love all children. And so that one, I couldn't sleep until that one was done. And because I could not imagine being so desperate to provide for your child that this is how you have to proceed under those circumstances, just for basic necessities.
That's amazing, because I never thought, and I don't have kids, and I think that's probably part of it is, as a parent, your perspective changes. You think, like, I don't sit there and be like, man, that lady had to take her cat. Like, I don't think like that. But and the kids, I think, make a world of difference. Do you think you would be this passionate if you weren't a mom?
I think so. I think that I'm just one of those people. It sounds like a weird flex, but I'm one of those people that if you cry, I'll cry. If you're upset, I feel you. So I think that probably so. I think that's just inherent in artists, though. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm a crier. Everybody knows that. I can't tell you how many
times. You're a bitch, Barry.
Okay.
That's... Sorry. Oh my God, we went to the bottom. All right, let's do it, Barry. Mm-hmm.
What you got in there?
Water.
Punk ass. I'm the bitch.
I don't really drink, man.
You don't? Oh,
not really.
A lot has changed since high school.
Damn. You gotta put it
Hip Hop Hercules. So I have a chat window. You know the chat. You were in the chat. But Hip Hop Hercules sent a super chat. He said, and thank you, by the way, Hip Hop Hercules. But he said, where can I get those shoes? We're going to get to more. I want to talk. There's one. I want the story behind this one as well. I do. But first, no.
The story behind this one.
Oh, now see,
I didn't even Waters, huh?
I didn't even do. No, and somebody said they loved that one. And we can talk. I don't have it, but we can talk.
I sent it to you, Barry.
Listen, you sent that shit way late. Don't start exposing. But these, look, what he's talking about are these, the ones you and I collabed on, which I wore today.
Yay!
Okay. Wait, no. There it goes. Look at that. What? I wore them today. I wore them today, but he's asking, where can I get these shoes? Well, because she specializes in one of a kind, you can't get these. But they can reach out to you and get their own.
Very own.
That's right.
You just hit me on Instagram at ArtOfAWoman1. ArtOfAWoman1, and just hit me up and we'll take it from there. And I do one of ones, I do customs, and now I have started designing shoes from the ground up. Like I make shoes now.
And we need to get to that. I want the story of this woman's naked ass, and then I want to talk. See it now. I hope this doesn't that was my grandma and something. Like something where I just ruined it. I hope not. But this is my favorite. And it's not because it's a naked butt of a woman. Yeah. It's a beautiful piece. It looks like a photo, and that's because I'm so basic. When it comes to art, I'm basic. I don't know what I'm looking at. But I do know quality, and I do know something that makes me just go, wow. That made me go, wow, because of how real it looks. Thank you. What's the story?
Well, when I paint portraits and paint bodies, I exclusively paint women. And why I paint women is because in my mind, there is nothing more beautiful than a woman. And I have yet to meet anybody that disagrees with me. If you do disagree, it's a fight, so don't disagree.
Don't.
And to me, it's very important to show women in a more realistic sense. We've got fat rolls and back fat and bellies and, all kinds of things. And, but at the very same time, we're still sexy and sensual and strong and powerful. And so there you have it. You have a woman that's sexy and powerful and strong and makes a statement and catches your eye and does all of that. And that's what we are.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. Was there any particular female behind the inspiration, or was just
how I know you were going to ask me that?
No, I'm not like that, Jude. I don't want to know, but I'm just saying, was there? You don't have to tell me who it was. I'm just saying, is this a female body that you created, or was there an inspiration? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. I'm just like, I'm amazed at that. There are people like yourself that can sit down with a literal blank canvas and make something as beautiful as that. It's an unbelievable talent, Abigail.
Thank you.
It's just unbelievable. Bam! What? No, I just had to throw that up because, yep. But this is also a really cool one. What is the story behind this one?
Oh, I like to get all cuted up and stuff. So I saw there was a reference photo that I of course changed up a little, but my girl is, she's full figure. She got some legs going. She's all of us. Which one of us don't like to be pretty and just for ourselves? Forget y'all. We're just getting pretty just for ourselves, taking the time for ourselves. She's got her rollers working with her hair, and she got a little rose. And I remember my mom used to have a phone just like the old school phones, and it was very personal to me because I loved the little dresser and I just loved it all, and the shoes. And I
don't know why I didn't notice that, but I noticed the shoes in this because I was like, it's like she's not dressed up, she's not fancy yet, but she's already got her shoes on. Like it's gonna be fancy. Like I'm gonna start there and then I'm gonna finish it. That's what I thought. Sometimes. Is that really? Like, you're like, okay, this is the motivation. These shoes.
Yes.
Except you, because we know you don't wear shoes.
Yes. Sometimes you got to go from the ground up. Like, I got these new shoes. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to wear, but I'm working from the shoes up.
That's the inspiration. Yes. I dig it. Hugh sent a super chat. Real recognize real. Shots up. No, Hugh, I love you, bud. I hope you don't have the Rona. I ain't taking another shot, dog. I can't. I will be shit-faced on this floor for the next 25 minutes, bro. I can't. Y'all are killing me with this alcohol. They're trying to turn me into alcoholic, Abigail. It's
I
killing me.
don't think they can turn you into
Okay,
one.
I didn't need your help. That was.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. My bad.
Now let's talk about the shoes thing because
Okay.
how did you get into this? I know your husband is a sneakerhead and he actually buys and sells sneakers. Is that how you got into customizing them?
It just happened kind of at the same time. It was a really good fit. I will say that for the longest time, I considered myself a sneakerhead until I met some real sneakerheads, and I had to back up out of that title. And so I'm just a sneaker collector at this point. And yeah, to me, I mean, come on, Bear. We were born and raised the same time hip hop was born and raised. I mean, sneakers are that iconic, quintessential wardrobe piece that every person in our culture has to have, has to showcase. It's that revered item that we save up for, stand in line for. That's another piece that we started the shoes and build our outfit from. And it made sense to me to make art out of something that's so iconic to a culture that raised me, and that's a bowling shoe. So
yeah, but it's beautiful. It looks. You know what it looks like? It looks like the combination of a tattoo and artwork on a shoe. You know, when you see a really good tattoo, you're like, man.
Yeah.
That's what this one reminded me of. I was like, this is not only is it just something where it's well done, it's put together. Like, now, was this something that somebody came to you with, or was it an idea?
Yeah.
Or
No, somebody wanted bowling shoes, and I had never done bowling shoes before. So, but I said I'd give it a try. So I wanted to, explore the juxtaposition between the hard angles of the top of the shoe and something very fluid and very wavy, and the ombre of the bottom of the shoe.
And then of course we did the ones you and I collabed on, and I'm going to tell people in the chat that are considering having custom sneakers made, she's outstanding to work with because she, I told people you made me do the laces and I was hesitant, and I'm glad you did because they really were perfect for that design. And if it wasn't for the fact that I didn't want to have to deal with 50 people and returns and exchanges and all that shit, we would have sold these. I had over 50, but I was like, man, at the end of the day, they're going to be like, hey, this string broke, or this a little piece. And I was like, man, I can't fuck with these people. They can just go to Abigail and get them made because I have too much shit going on. So, do it. And you'll handle that with them, right? I mean, all that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the thing is that, and to your point, when we were working on a collab, I know exactly what I envision, and I know the quality that, and we talked about that, the quality that I'm willing to leave this house, because once it's gone, it's gone. Once it's shipped, and it speaks for me. I mean, I'm only as good as the last piece of artwork that leaves this house, and so all the products that I use, the finishers, everything I use, it's always to me the top of the line. I don't make any compromises. I don't, use second best on anything. And, all those things are taken into consideration when we talk about pricing and all of that. So,
yeah. And that's the other thing is I think some people are like, oh, I can get custom sneakers made for like $20. Listen,
go ahead.
You're talking about an artist who from scratch takes a white Air Force One, take it off again, and makes this. And that doesn't come cheap. But you know what? There's no one on this planet that has this shoe. And that's something, that's what you're also paying for. And by the way, I don't know if they can see it. Yeah, it's here. Let me.
Yeah. And the thing is
it's
that
signed, and it's signed on the inside.
Yeah.
So dope.
When you commission an artist that does a one-of-one, whether it's a design or a customized piece like that, you are commissioning a piece of art from that artist. You're commissioning that artist's style, that artist's artwork. So you're going to get, like, I don't take orders. Like, don't call me like, I want a pink shoe with this and that. That's your problem. you're gonna get you'll get what I give you. So,
That's it. She don't play.
No,
Look, I love her to death. She don't fuck around. Once it's business, she's like, nope.
Yeah, no, I'm business, and
And I love that though.
Yeah,
I love
business.
that. Too many people dance around shit.
No, I don't have time for that. I hit 40. I'm done. I got too much stuff.
Right. Eric Resendez had a question. He said, "Quick question: can she do paint or drawings on hats?"
I have never done that, and I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I can. Yeah, put it that way. I'm sure I can. Right now, I'm just focusing on shoes. I'm sure I can.
Hit her up. I mean, you guys can have that discussion and yeah, but talk to her. Total Dallas had a super chat. Thank you, buddy. That was very kind of you. But he said the Dallas skyline would look nice on some sneakers or my profile graphic.
Yes, it would.
She can literally do anything, not just like the ones that I had designed. Here's another Astros design that you did, which is gorgeous.
That's all hand painted.
It's amazing. And that was a white shoe when it started?
That was a white shoe. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's hand painted, and down all the lettering, all that's hand painted. See the logo on your shirt? That's on the inside of the shoe. That's all hand painted.
Wow. How long does that take you to make something like that?
Hours.
It's like when we talked, because you were like, listen, boo-boo, I'm gonna need to get paid because this shit don't just, like, you're not just banging it out in a Chinese factory somewhere. No. You literally, every single piece of paint that's on my shoe or that shoe is done by hand, and it takes hours. And when you break it down, because some people are going to be like, ooh, sticker shock. Let me tell you, when you break it down per hour what you're making as an artist, you ain't killing it. Like people may, oh man, listen, you're talking about a custom, one of a kind that takes hours and hours and hours to make. And I get so many compliments on my shoes. That's what I love about it is I get it's one of those things where people go, damn, those are dope. And I'm like, yep, where can I get them? Well, you can't, but Abigail can make you some. And that's a beautiful thing when you can be proud of your shoes because no one else has them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And they're holding up, right?
They are holding up. For real. I mean, I wouldn't be showing them on camera, you know, if they weren't. They're Nike, so they're going to hold up like physically. But yeah, everything is great. This was another cool one that I liked as well. What was the story behind these?
Oh, my baby berries.
Because
I made those for my husband, and let me tell you something. He has yet to wear them. So if anybody wants them in a size 12 or 13, holla at me, please, because he has yet to wear them.
Really?
So
I love that design.
Yeah, I love those. That's all hand painted. Those were no stencils, no nothing. That was crazy. Just not even a ruler.
What?
That's all. Yeah, that's all hand painted. That one took a while. That's before I realized you can use stencils and stuff.
Well, let's talk about that because I didn't get any of the pictures, but you took your game to the next level because you went to a school that helped you design or that helped you learn how to build sneakers from the ground up, right?
Yeah. So earlier this year, I got a chance to attend the shoe surgeon sneaker. It's a lot of S's. Shoe surgeon shoe school. And if anybody is familiar with Dom, he is a god to us in the sneaker community. And I don't want to get struck by lightning, so I'm going to say little G, God. And if he ever wants to start a compound or a tribe or something, I'm there. He's awesome. Shout out to Dom. And but yeah, he's called the shoe surgeon for a reason. And he holds classes, and we learn to actually make shoes from scratch. So just by I have this one here.
Oh,
this is
dope!
one of my favorite shoes. So
you made that?
I made it. Yeah. Yep, from the scratch. The only thing original to the shoe is the sole. Everything else was, I'm too close. I can't tell.
No, and I have to look. I'm not looking. I have to look at the screen
Yeah.
That
So
is
yeah, there's that one.
badass.
So this is a crocodile, and they're exotic leathers and that stuff. Costs. It takes a while. So it's all hand sewn. Well, I shouldn't say hand. My hand sewed it with the machine, so that counts.
Right.
And so yeah, this is what I'm working on now. So this one needs to go on the last and be sold. So this is cork and leather and.
That is fucking dope.
Yeah, so this one will have the sole go on, the Nike sole.
And you sew the sole on as well?
Yeah, so it's the soles are glued on, and then it's hand stitched on.
Man, that's badass. Hey, thank you to Romaine Cornwall for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate you. A lot of people showing love. What made you want to do this? Were you just like, I need to take this shit to the next level?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Did you think? I didn't even realize, because I see like the Travis Scotts and they do things a little bit different. And I thought, okay, that's cool. But I never would. What?
Here's my Travis Scott that I made.
Yo! Is that the one that was your design at the school, right?
Yes, that I didn't win, but I should have won. This one has the pocket and everything in there. The weed pocket.
Man, by the way, I voted. I did vote, and you should have won. I'm not gonna lie, you should have won.
That's what I had said. I
Yeah.
think I should have won.
Luciano said, "I make food. Is that badass?" Yeah, Luciano, good for you, buddy.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
good
I'm
job.
hungry. I'm hungry right now.
So
bring it on.
So how long does it take to make the custom shoe? Because we talked about how many, like it takes legitimately hours and hours to hand paint a shoe. Mm-hmm. Extrapolate that for me when you're gonna hand make a shoe. You go from 1 week to 5. Like what are we talking?
Like if you were to order the shoe, it will. The lead time for a designed shoe, a designed custom one-of-one shoe is gonna 5-6 weeks maybe.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. All the leathers. There's, we could go python, crocodiles. All the different snake skins and all the different leathers and all the different leathers that are available in skins. All the exotic skins. Those are custom orders. Sometimes they're custom dye lots. And then once they're here, it's all hand cut. It's cut to your size. Your all the parts and everything are ordered in your size. And then I get to sewing. The sewing part is probably the shortest part, and then the last takes a couple days.
Did you know how to sew before this?
No.
You had to learn how to sew.
Yeah, it makes sense though. Like those things make sense to me. So
you done got domesticated. I'm just saying.
I done got domesticated. Well, now I'm sewing masks too. So.
What? Are you doing custom masks?
No. That's just for me because it's not so cute on the inside.
What you mean?
So,
what do you mean?
But I had to justify the cost of the sewing machine.
Oh, is that what it is? You're like, look, I'm gonna make us masks. This is saving lives. And,
yes.
And it's making mama money.
Mm-hmm.
That's so dope.
Take care of you, baby.
Where do you come on, baby? Where do you get all the materials from?
Online. I started this right as COVID hit, so everything I order has to be online. Mm-hmm. So, but there are cordwainer supplies. That's what somebody that makes shoes called a cordwainer. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I
thought it was a blacksmith.
No.
Not a cobbler either.
No, not a cobbler. Cobbler repairs shoes.
Okay. I don't know why.
Yeah, Dom taught me that. Big ups to Dom.
Cobbler repairs shoes.
Cordwainer sounds pervy. So, but yeah.
And that's what you are. It's fitting. You were pervert.
Yes, right.
You know what? We need to go back to high school for a minute because I just thought of something.
Okay, come on. Bring it back.
Because I said you were pervy. Do you remember? I think I've told this story on the radio once.
Oh, God.
Do you remember Latin class?
Yes.
Do you remember how much that motherfucker hated me?
Do you? Why did we waste our time with that? Nobody could have said this is a waste of time.
Man, girl, why did we take Latin? Do you know what I can say in Latin? How many words do you remember? Can you talk Latin? Can you?
No, pig Latin. But no.
I can
and the
say
thing is,
mom,
I
dad,
really
and
thought
kitchen.
it was going to be helpful
Man.
because I was going to be studying medicine.
Yeah.
What is wrong with my camera?
I
Wait,
don't know.
I really thought it was going to be helpful.
I took 2 years of Latin because my mom
Yes,
said, well, you'll learn Spanish and other languages if you learn Latin.
that's true.
And I was like, okay, I can say mom, dad, and kitchen. 2 years. And
Dang.
that last year, that son of a bitch hated me. Now, I probably shouldn't have bought him a comb for Christmas because he was bald, and that was inappropriate.
He did have those
He had
few
the
little
three.
right here that he could have just. You were trying to help him.
He hated it. I was like, I got you a present. He was like, oh, wow. Then he opened it. He was like, go out in the hall. Bro, I spent half of that fucking class in the hall. Because of you. Because we sat next to each other, and we would talk, and then I'm the one that would get in trouble.
Well, Barry, I had to cheat off of somebody.
You were cheating off me. Oh, I was so fucking stupid. I would cheat off you, and there was that Asian girl, and I would cheat off of both of y'all. Do you remember when I got busted? Oh no, do you remember when I busted him? Do you remember that whole thing?
No.
Where he was failing me on purpose?
Oh, Lord, Barry.
Yes. So I remember I cheated off you. You were on my left, and the Asian girl was on my right, and I turned in the same exact test.
Barry, how are you gonna cheat off of me?
Yeah, I think it was mostly from the Asian chick. I turned in the same
you.
fucking answers,
Asian
and then
lady.
this dude would just mark my shit wrong just because he hated me.
Mm-hmm.
That dude was weird though. I'm telling you right now, if they were gonna start a hunt for teachers that maybe touched some kids, that dude was on the list. You know what he looked
He'd be
like.
at the top of the list.
You know what he looked like. Yeah, trying to learn Latin. That was the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
But it comes in handy when you're trying to read Spanish or read Portuguese. It did come in handy in that sense.
Really?
Yes.
Mater pater culina. That's all I got.
That's all you got.
If it don't pertain to those 3 words,
You screwed.
I don't know shit. Can you tell me to have a good day in Latin?
No, hell no. But the good part and the day part we could figure out.
Buenos
there?
dias. No, that's Spanish. That's not the same shit.
It's not working. It's not working.
What's next for you? What are you gonna do next? Because you're doing all this fancy shit. You're an artist. You're a cobbler. No, you're a cordovan.
Cordwainer.
A cordwainer. That sounds like what that high school teacher did to kids too.
Cordwained you.
Cordwained them. What's next? Are you just focused on the shoes and the art?
No, there's always a what's next.
What is it?
I thoroughly believe that without the proper access to tools and resources, that you can't reach your full potential. And so there's so many younger artists that just need the break that I could have had as a teenager or a young adult. If I can't even imagine how much further along in my career I would have been if I had support or access to, I don't know, a paintbrush when I was, growing up, paper when I was growing up. So as part of my next step is when I establish my next studio after we moved, after we move and get situated, I want to reserve a part of that studio as an actual working space for other artists that may be disadvantaged, that can come in and have access to professional tools, access to professional, even if it's computer-aided drawings or whatever they need.
That is so badass. You're right. That's all. I mean, sometimes there's the next, genius out there that just needs that. They just need somebody to take an interest in it. Could you imagine if you would have had that opportunity?
We wouldn't have the art that we have if nobody said, if nobody sponsored Michelangelo and said, here's a big slab of, marble or something. I mean, we wouldn't have that.
Yeah.
So,
Maddie Marie in the chat said, how has your Jamaican heritage influenced your art?
Oh, well, I come from a long, long line of badass, tough women. And you met my mom.
Mm-hmm. You don't fuck around.
And we bend, but baby, we don't break. Mm. And so I've gotten to see that toughness, and I've seen women come to this country, leave everything behind, and make a life for themselves, and bring their children and make a life for their children, and go on to be very successful, and the kids go on to be very successful. And if those women were not brave, if those women did not take a step and, you know, leave their home for whatever reason, if they weren't as tough, if they didn't work as hard as they worked, if they didn't grind like they grinded, I wouldn't be here. You know, I mean, I just wouldn't. It's the work ethic that I saw passed down, and that's not necessarily just solely, you know, Jamaican, but boy, did I see some hard women work. And of course, you know, we have an appreciation for bright colors and, you know, the water and the
weed. PayPal Pete wants to know, is your art for sale?
Everything's for, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. So you can PayPal me, Pete.
Yeah, PayPal Pete. You can just PayPal
you can check
her.
out some of my artworks. Pete is also at www.artofawoman.co. Just
no M.
C-O. I'm cool like that.
She got it like that. ArtOfAWoman.co. How can they follow you on Instagram?
It's Art of a Woman 1. That's it.
Art of a Woman 1. One more question in the super
Yes, sir.
In the chat, and then we got to bounce. It's 3:58. And I'm gonna cut you loose and get off air because somebody said Barry has to pee, and I do.
Well, that alcohol.
Thank you, girl. My bladder's like that big. Okay, nope.
Because your prostate is that big, so.
Oh, hating ass Abigail. Audra Harrison said, question for Abby: why did you refuse to create butt tattoo for your bestie?
I did.
Damn, you couldn't have just texted her that, Audra. I'm all trying to ask.
You see, this is why I don't take her in public. We gotta talk about an ass tattoo in front of all these people.
And then Santos.
She just didn't like my style.
And then Santos, who doesn't know either of you, is like, yeah, good question. Y'all are wild.
Not helping at all.
You guys go.
This is why I can't take you. I can't take her in public.
I get it.
I love her.
I totally get it. I'm so glad we did this. It is so great to finally catch up with you again after all these years. It's amazing watching your journey as an artist unfold. You are supremely talented. You are a wonderful human being, and I wish you nothing but the best. You guys make sure you follow her. One more time, tell them about the Instagram and the website.
It's at Abigail. No.
Nope.
Shut up, Barry. It's at ArtOfAWoman 1 on Instagram, and the website is ArtOfAWoman.co. C-O.
That's it. That is it. Abigail Dillon, thank you so much, sweetie. This has been amazing.
You, Barry.
That's it. You guys go follow her. Go support her. Support a real artist doing real things. That's it. That is another episode of Barry on Deck. Thank you guys again for being here. As always, you know I appreciate it when you show up. I appreciate that you're here. I love you to death for doing this. Thank you. Thank you, Bryant. I'm glad that you liked her. Look, I was a little nervous because you guys are used to sports and comedy, and I'm like, I want to do some different shit. I want to bring some different flavors to this show. And I'm so glad that I had somebody talented and awesome like Abigail to do that. Thank you guys for all of your help. Yeah, look, Chris, no tech issues. Woohoo! That's it. Tomorrow, my guest on the show, you maybe remember him from ESPN 97.5 being a program director back in the day, Dave Tepper. The man who got me my start in radio and helped me grow so much is going to be doing the show with me tomorrow at 3 p.m. Tell a friend. We do this every day, 2 to 4, right here on YouTube, youtube.com/barryisfunny. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you tell a friend. Be safe, be careful, and most importantly, love each other. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Daddy's making a YouTube video!